So with the aggression and hostility of the Marvel Rivals community being at an all-time high right now, everyone is angry at somebody. But there is one area of the game where I feel we're all focusing our attention incorrectly. A lot of people have been using this opportunity as a way to blame all women gamers, the girly gamers, as being bad because of a few bad apples and bad actors. All that and more, but first.
Gave opinions, wasn't needed. Came clutch with a buzzer beater. Beast feast and he eats the beat. Whatever's left, let the buzzers eat it. Quick with it, clean record. Mayweather, undefeated. He came and he saw and he conquered. I got a slay at the concert. You know the story, the tortoise in here. You want the glory, your nose in the air. I couldn't care less about your money, phone, and your pair of shoes and your side hose.
What's good, YouTube? Big on Chaos here to give you all my thoughts on the latest controversy in Marvel Rivals and the hatred going on against the girly gamers. If you enjoyed this type of content for educational purposes, let me know in the comments section. I'd love to cover the topics you all enjoy. Also, don't be shy about joining us on that Discord. We'd love to have you all become members of our community. Now, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Father Dark is actually the one who inspired me to make this topic. And at first, when he made his video regarding just talking about how people are going crazy, blaming girl gamers, women gamers, saying women don't belong in gaming, I wasn't gonna comment on it because I really thought he touched everything, and I still do. But I'm noticing now that there's a lot of different discourse in the community, and a lot more people share this opinion than I originally expected. Now, I know everyone loves the drama, we love the beef, but I don't want this to be a place you guys can only go to for hatred. I wanna be a community where an unk can talk to you guys, OG to YN. That means old nigga, original gangster, I guess. OG is original gangster. I'm more of an ON, and you guys are my YNs, you know, young niggas or young people if you don't like that word, I guess. I'm pretty sure most of you use it on Xbox. All jokes aside, when I've been seeing people straight up lose their minds when they realize there's a woman in the gaming space now. I had a game the other day on Rivals. I believe it's this one actually, where my teammates just decided to start crapping on one of our strategists. I don't even remember who it was, but they spoke one time. They appeared to have a more feminine voice, and they got cooked. I mean, this was like macaroni and cheese on the oven, no water. I mean, just straight up rolled. You know, what are you doing here? You know, back to the, you know, the usual misogynistic incel comments. And I gotta tell some to you young folks here, all right? I know a lot of people are gonna call you guys losers and things, but I really wanna try to come at this with some nicety. Real niggas aren't mean to women. Now, I know what you guys are gonna say, but hold up now, Unk. You was just cooking CC and Zaza and Base Simp and all of them. Yeah, I know. However, I wasn't being mean to them because they were women. I was calling them out for their inconsistencies. That is respect. You see, there's a fine line between aggression, hostility, and just accountability. You can give someone the answer and they refuse to have it, but that doesn't mean that you're disrespectful for doing so. You can also relay your point without being a dickhead. And although I was very heated in a lot of those videos, I never mentioned anything about anyone's race, religion, gender, or anything they can't control. And I noticed that people in gaming and in general in life have this weird misconception. I know you guys love that Wolverine grab. This weird misconception that you can blame an entire group of people for the actions of a select few. That doesn't make sense. I mean, think about it. Have you ever had a terrible strategist on your team? Absolutely, but you've never had me on your team because you know I'm the best strategist most of you will ever run into. Have you ever had a bad Wolverine or a bad DPS or a bad duelist? Do you say all of them are bad? Generalizations are ignorant. Generalizations are ignorant, and they help no one. To be very candid with you, they help no one. They do no communities any favors because what you're basically saying is you know enough about an entire demographic. Now, will I be clear here and say that, you know, CC and Zaza tried to weaponize the woman card? Absolutely. Hell, niggas try to weaponize the black card. Shit. Hell, there was one time I was studying abroad in Dublin, and they were giving me a hard time with my passport. I'm like, oh, what, you guys ain't got black people here? Man, they cooked me like, boy, don't you ever say no goofy shit like that. You ain't got your damn passport in. You coming here with your bag unzipped. What are you talking about? You just happen to be a dumbass who happens to be black. That's when I was a young nigga. And I'm like, damn, he's got a point. You can be a person who's a part of a class or a sector and still just be a dumbass nigga. It doesn't have to be because of your race, religion, or anything, and most of the time it isn't. So I don't want people going out here and blaming the girly gamers. Like, let's be real here. We have Mari, she's great to the community, she's really nice. super friendly. She also a real nigga. I hope she doesn't take offense to me saying that. What I mean by that is she stands on business. She's not one of these nice people that lets niggas talk crazy to her. She'll tell someone to shut the hell up just as easily as she'll hold someone and herself accountable. That, in my opinion, is the definition of a real nigga, someone who stands on business in any capacity. If any of you want to learn how, this is the channel. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'll teach you all the ways of real nigosity. Now, some of you are probably vested in, oh, Unc, why do you care so much? It's not your business. Stay in your lane, old nigga. And maybe you're right. But the thing is, I've been talking about the Marvel Rivals Civil War and how I believe it's coming for the longest time, and this cannot be what it's about. We as a community are better than this. At this point, if you are prejudging an entire group of people in general for anything in the modern era, you're either underdeveloped or you're a CC simp. That's how I'm seeing it, because or a base simp. That's how they were doing it. They were judging the situation without having all the data. Don't go out here blaming the girlies. Now, will you run into gamer girlies that are dog shit? Absolutely. Will you run into people who have no idea what they're doing? 100%. Will you run into people that throw your games that happen to be women? Obviously. However, that does not mean that women gamers are bad, and blaming them collectively does not benefit our community. I'm not sure how many of you realize this, but a lot of the girlies play strategists. They play support. If they don't want to do that anymore, what are you gonna do? I'm sorry, I know your Deadpool's cool, and I know you got the best Spider-Man in the world, but unfortunately, you ain't doing shit without some backup. And a lot of you fellas are too cool for that, I guess. I don't know. I'm just saying, you see a lot of these, lo-fi listening ladies playing strategist, support, invisible woman, and all those things, and no one has an issue then. But now you have one person who was, by the way, I just want to point that, I don't even think they were strategists, and I don't want to just keep centering everything around them. I've already said, we shouldn't give people more attention. With that being said, though, you also shouldn't be blaming everyone collectively. I mean, think about it, y'all. Remember the whole strategist strike when they were saying that the easiest role was strategists? These collective overstatements have always been bad for the community. These collective generalizations have never been good for anyone. All it does is divide us further and make us more and more inclined to ostracize ourselves with people who think like us. And that's not how you grow. As a person, you grow by challenging your ideals. Now, I'm not saying to debate with racists, Nazis, PDF files, or any of those in between. That said, you should at least have in your mind that you're an open enough mind to treat everyone with a baseline respect of, hey, I'm gonna get to know you first before I decide if you're a piece of shit. There's a lot of pieces of shit out there, y'all. I'm not stupid. There's a lot of people that don't want to win. There are a lot of people who got that loser mentality. They ain't got that dog in them. They got that frog in them. Ribbit, ribbit, and they'll never leap because they're not feeling froggy. So with that being said, I think it's important to make sure all of us are better than them, because they not like us, but we can't be like them. So what is all this to say? I'm encouraging all of you to just reconsider your approaches towards the gaming space in general. Don't judge women, don't judge, niggas, white people, men, whatever, whether they're a, bearded lumberjack or they're, a feminist with blue hair. Everyone deserves the same amount of respect. And that's the equal opportunity to earn your disrespect. That's a thing, y'all. You got to remember this. I'm all for going at people's necks, 100%. I'll get them on like white on rice. But they got to do some shit first. And I mean they do, not their race, not their religion, not their gender. Let's keep all of our insults, all of our targeting, let's keep all of it focused, keep it PG. What did that nigga Drake say? He really trying to keep it PG. Yeah, let's keep it PG, None of this pressing the ladies. It's corny. Real niggas don't press women. Real niggas press people that deserve to be pressed. And if they happen to be women, so be it. That being said, I really do encourage all of you to reconsider, just your mindsets. This has been a very tough week. 2026 has just started. Right now on this beautiful Friday, it's like negative 33 degrees where I'm at. The last thing we need in this community is more hate. We've gotten the accountability we wanted for Kingsman. He got his bread back. As far as I'm concerned, this is an overall overwhelming victory for the community. So yeah, I'm just gonna focus on the good, try to find more good games, try to find more good people. And if you're looking for people you can enjoy games with that want to win, join our Discord. We'd love to have you guys. Anyways, it's been real. I've been Cass, y'all been y'all. Be sure to check out the other videos on the channel and tell your auntie I said hi.